Honorable greetings to you, my fellow royals of Alubera and also Kariani. It is such a beautiful rise, this rise. A marvelous day. The weather is amazing, and I also hope that wherever you are, my fellow royals, that you are able to also bask in and enjoy the radiance of this day. And regardless of any challenges that we may be having, it is great to also accept them as our friends, because it also allows us the ability to learn how to strengthen ourselves, learn how to adapt and apply, and also reapply that which we may know as our own self-healing, and the ability to pull ourselves up even if we fall. It's not how many times you fall that is the whole case matter, but rather the ability for us to rise up and stand firm after every fall. And it is just simply just this amazing vibration of healing that always is essential within us. So I have just been thinking about the national anthem. That is something that represents patriotism, as well as the word and the hymn of the land, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, more or less. All right, so forged from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare, side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land, we pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. So this is the national anthem of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. So I would begin by the first sentence, the first line of this anthem, which is forged from the love of liberty. So we are forged from the love of liberty. While singing it, it means that we are also representing such in this whole meaning of what these words compiled together as a sentence represents. All right, forged from the love of liberty. To be forged from love, what exactly is love? And what is love within self? How do we show it? Whom do we show it to? When do we show this love or represent this love? Where do we represent it as well? And why is this love that is forged, or rather where we are forged from, is what we even utilize as our essence grace, essentially as real beings of the land. So love in its essence is an emotion, an energy field that is very much vibrant, and what it does, depending on how it is utilized in the energy, frequency, vibration, it may perhaps either rise into a plus depending on its energy source, or even to a negative based on its energy source server as well too, as the root. All right, so when it comes to the whole ambition and essence of love, to my own understanding and awareness, I've realized as well that for me, the representation of love in my essence grace, that I would even serve to myself and even serve to others, as I love others just as much as I love myself as well, in that abundant grace. It is not gluttonous to me, it is not envious to me, it is not malicious to me, where it seek to injure the spirit of another, or even injure the mental or the physical of another being. Why? Because I do cherish this being just as much as I cherish myself in the live, living breath and form each sunrise that is, and sunset. All right, so forged from the love of the whole appreciation, the love of the honor, the love of the gratitude of who I am, is that forged love within me in the form of enlightenment, as a matter of fact. So forged from the love of liberty. Liberty as well speaks on our freedom. or liberation, or legitimate justice and security and honor. And this justice and security and honor is not in the scope of this gracing. When I say disgracing, as in looking down on another or clasping our foot on the necks of another in order to have justice, more or less, or to even hurt another being to gain that justice that we may seek, but rather it is in the harmonious capacity of the whole enlightenment of what love represents, or what love is in truth, essence, form. And the liberty is of freedom that allows us to break free from any bit of shackles that enslaves us mentally, spiritually, emotionally, as it is the energy in motion and such. Forged from the love of liberty. When I actually observe what has been going on my land of birth, as well as my sister isle, as in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, there isn't much respect and honor to what is mentioned with this sentence. There exists this formation, yes, we have it, where beings are truthfully operating in this motion frequency each and every living day. All right, and there is also the hiccup where it is like on the opposite side of what this says, the opposite side in terms of beings are being gluttonous, and the kind of selfish that is selfish is an envious way of operating, where you would undermine other beings, where you would even deprive others of their justice just because you want to have all for yourself instead, more or less. And it's in the scope of opportunities, and even in the state of governance. Governance is not just the external government that we utilize in parliaments and politics and such. This is great governance, management of our resources. However, governance also begins within self. So when you hear the term self-governance, as in the governance and government within you, and how is that system working, why it is operating the way it is also great to be able to tap into and gain this bit of self-discovery. And who am I essentially in this governance and government? All right, it is very pivotal to understand these fundamentals so that we are able to know, in the mastery of art, mastering self, in the self-mastery capacity, that is, we are able to be just as fluid, to harmonize and flow, and be able to adapt and apply in equity in every scope of experience that we may be able to be allowed to live in the breath of life. All right, so forged from the love of liberty, yet we have the whole imposition of a colonizing empire grace. And I say colonizing empire grace through certain identities that are utilized as an organizational group, meant to truthfully create some sort of equitable justice and balance. For majority is not doing such. We have persons actually having their energies drained out for next to nothing, yet they still serve in honor and grace, because they do also have the whole acknowledgement that, hey, I do have priorities. I do have to continue to nurture my children, not just my children, but also myself as well. I do have to cater to my shelter security and my family's shelter security. In addition to this, also the food security as well too. We have had spaces and entities that have been operating in the minus intentionally, because it is perhaps the way they are in their own natural essence state. However, it is not to allow this minus to overpower the plus, the positive that is in the multiplication application of what could increase in a continuous steady growth and motion of a greater enlightening light, the radiance within self. So the whole crystalline essence is that light that emanates from within, emanating from within, so bright, and it is so amazing to feel that and to be able to radiate in this essence, as it is also the way in which we are going to be healing each other, as we also have our self-healing capacity as well too. So forward from the love of liberty, my fellow royals, are we truthfully doing it? Awi.